right, I am getting ready for bed. Today went well. I went to CrossFit this morning. I got myself and both of my children to my work after getting home and showering and repacking everything up in the car. I got there by 7:45, which is pretty good for me considering I get out of CrossFit I get home at like 7:15. So I brought both my kids to work with me for about an hour and a half and then dropped them off at their respective activities. Luckily, they were both at the high school nearby and just different parts. One for tennis and one for weightlifting. So then I went back to work and I set a timer to go pick them up. They were both done at the same time today, so that was good. I brought them home, said hi to the dog, went back to work. I ended up being at work a little bit longer than I expected. Not too bad. I got home at 5, and then went and did my workout. I'm definitely feeling my legs a little bit from yesterday. In terms of my program, I've been doing, the same week to week so far. But I try that like each time I do the workouts, I try to increase the weight a little bit, either like across the total sets. So if I started with one weight last week and then worked up, I tried to take the middle or the second weight from last week as my starting weight and just kind of build from there. So I'm definitely noticing the increase in weight because my muscles aren't sore, but I have that like we were definitely used feeling. So that's good, but I feel like I can get through the heavier weights a little bit easier, or I'm able to do heavier weights that I really couldn't do when in week 1. And I know I was really conservative in week 1, but I don't know, I feel good about it. I'm so used to, like, with our strengths at CrossFit, we usually, I think I said this too, like 5 reps, 3 reps, 1 rep, in terms of like working on our squats and stuff like that. So with my programming, I'm doing like between 8 to 12 reps for most of the stuff. Some of them are to failure, but for right now I'm like in that 8 to 12 rep range for hypertrophy, and definitely makes a huge difference. Like I can normally squat over 200 for, at least 5 reps. I think my max is like, 235, 245, something like that, for 1 rep. But doing 12 reps, I think the most I did yesterday was 135, which is close to half, a little bit more than half, 50%. You definitely feel it, and it really makes you focus on your bracing your core and stuff like that, because you have to maintain the form for longer, so that's a good thing. But yeah, I think it just hits the muscles differently, so it's kind of interesting. I feel good about it. I just have a strength tomorrow I'm gonna do in the mornings. My girlfriends and I are planning to do dinner tomorrow night. And I told them, like, we need to figure out where we're gonna go so I can plan my food. So they're gonna be good sports about it. But I need to have that in my plan. Tomorrow is a refeed day, so that'll help. Let's see what else. Oh, so I watched some YouTube videos on posing. My husband jumped in a little bit during them too, and like, I don't know. Now I'm like freaking out over it because, well, I mean, the like bodybuilding, like the top level, like it's a whole different thing. But like bikini versus figure or wellness or physique, like all that, some of the posing's similar, some of it's not. I know they all have like, you sort of see where your body fits, and most people like their first time fit in bikini is the easiest, but either way, that's stressful to think about. And again, like the idea of going on stage and like makeup and nails and hair and like you know, like, I don't know. It's just, I'm just watching it and I'm like, oh my God, that's so weird. Like if I do end up trying to go on stage, that will be my stress right there. I wouldn't be worried about the food. I wouldn't be worried about the workouts. I'd be worried about the posing. It was really crazy because some of the videos like will show a side by side of the same person, like before or after their posing coaching, and God, it makes such a big difference. Like knowing how to pose properly, huge difference. So that makes it scarier because there's, you know, you could come and you could literally be the best physically prepared, but if you don't know how to pose, you might not win. So that's kind of crazy. I'm not used to that. I'm used to more sports that are quantitative. You score a basket, you have a time, you have a certain number of reps, you get a point. You know, I'm not used to subjective stuff. So that's tough to wrap your head around, but yeah, I don't know if that was a good idea because now I'm like panicking over how do they walk in those heels? How? I don't know. So I'm gonna freak out over that a little bit tonight. I just need to stop thinking about it because I don't even have a show. I haven't even decided if I'm gonna be in a show, but still, I feel like not doing it is maybe not having the whole experience. I don't know. I'm gonna think about it. But my husband was just like, I don't know if he forgot what I'm doing, but I don't know. It was just weird. So that's all for now.